I hope all of you are doing well, and myself Rahul, and I am here with the new lecture series in this particular course, which is with respect to your public administration current affairs. So the name of this course is this PubEdpedia Current Affairs 365 for your UPSC Civil Services Examination 2020. So here in this lesson we are going to talk about the important schemes insofar as the Ministry of Panchayati Raj is concerned. Okay, and basically I am referring over here the PDF of this renowned coaching institute Rao's IAS. Okay, so Rao's IAS PDF is something which I am referring over here, so you can download it on the eLearn website of Rao IAS. So here the thing is that Ministry of Panchayati Raj is something which will help you to understand the basic things that are going on in the Ministry of Panchayati Raj, and this is given in your syllabus. This what is going on in the Ministry of Panchayati Raj is important along with Ministry of Rural Development. So for your public administration optional, both these things are important, and we will cover all the schemes in a manner so that you can quote these schemes in your answers in your paper 1. What you can do, whenever you get certain scheme, you can use that particular scheme in your thinkers portion as well, and similarly when it comes to paper 2, you can use these schemes insofar as the you can say insofar as the rural development is concerned. Okay, so I hope you are getting this thing, that why we are covering this thing, and you can download this magazine from here only. The basic motive is to help you to in this particular rural development portion, and Rao IAS is something where I have found that the content is well written. Okay, in other magazines it is not even given. Okay, Ministry of Panchayati Raj is totally ignored as well in other institutes, so that's why you can refer to this particular magazine, and the link for the Rao IAS magazine with respect to government scheme is given in the description box below. Okay, and for PDF you can join my Telegram channel, Telegram group PubEdpedia official, and let's get started with the first scheme. There are 5 schemes in large, okay, that we will cover. So first of all, restructured Rashtriya Gram Swaraj Abhiyan. Okay, so for the English medium aspirant, for the aspirant who don't know Hindi, try to understand that restructured is something you can understand. Rashtriya basically means national, Gram means village, and Swaraj basically means this you can say this idea of local self governance and all. Okay, and Abhiyan is nothing but the campaign. So if you combine all these things, this is a national program for the you can say this village local governance and all. Okay, so this is a kind of campaign you can understand. So basically it is a centrally sponsored scheme. Okay, not relevant for your not that relevant. You can just remember this thing, that yes, it is centrally sponsored scheme, and that will be implemented during this particular financial year 2018 till 2022. Okay, so I hope you are getting. So remember this thing. And apart from that, funding pattern, so here you can see 45,000 crore and this 4500 crore, sorry, and 2755 crores. Okay, so you can just remember the most important thing that you have to remember: objective developing governance capabilities of PRIs to deliver the SDGs. This is very important. Okay, remember this thing, that under Ministry of Panchayati Raj we are talking about this thing. So here you can use this particular thing with respect to your globalization. This is something where you can use this thing with your cooperation in your public administration paper 1 when we are talking about coordination. Okay, for example, if you look at the coordination, there are many thinkers that you can think of. Okay, you can think of many thinkers in your public administration optional who are talking about the idea of coordination. Okay, similarly in your DPSPs also, in your directive principles of state policies also, there is a kind of article under article you can say 51 of the Indian Constitution. This is being given as the directive that the state has to follow the international, they have to perform the duty so as to maintain the international peace and cooperation. So try to link with these portion. Okay, you can relate this SDG thing with your SDG obviously, and apart from that you can relate it with your DPSP. Why DPSP? Because DPSP is something where you can understand that DPSP is the part of your syllabus of paper 2. Okay, under value premises DPSP becomes important. Okay, if you read the syllabus, value premises is something that is important, so that's why you can link it with that. Similarly, when it comes to coordination, okay, in coordination you can refer to different administrative thinkers. Okay, different administrative thinkers, you can just relate it this particular thing with those administrative thinker. Okay, that the list goes on. For example, if you read about MP Follett, MP Follett was also talking, he was talking about planning and coordination. If you look at MP Follett was talking about planning, that okay, there are different kind of planning, and also see differentiated coordination into 4 to 5 categories as well. So try to remember these things. Okay, and similarly, if you let me give this perspective in a very detailed manner so that it will help you in your upcoming examination. Okay, so basically the thing is, let me give you the overall perspective. So let's say this is coordination. Okay, let me bring the public administration R factor over here. Coordination, let's say coordination. So how can you link? So first of all, you can link it with Henry Fayol. Henry Fayol was talking about planning, organization, command, control, coordination. So this is coordination. SDG, we are linking restructuring Rashtriya Gram Swaraj Abhiyan with the international goal of sustainable development goal. Are you getting this thing? This is coordination. This is something that is considered as one of the principle of your administration. Similarly, you can talk about Kautilya. Kautilya was also talking about such kind of things. Okay, so he was also talking about coordination evolve out of the division. Okay, so when he was talking about you can say division, let's say he was talking about Amatya, he was talking about Janpad, he was talking about you can say treasury. For treasury there was the Kosh. Okay, for he was talking about LI, he was talking about Dand. Okay, for Dand there is another scenario. So Saptang theory, when we are talking about Saptang theory, we are dividing the work कि तुम ये करोगे, तुम ये करोगे. This is for you, this is for you, that is for you. Okay, I hope you are getting. So here when we are dividing something, we have to coordinate it as well. Okay, I hope you are getting. Link it with your this thinker called this thinker who basically gives this prismatic theory. If you are basically if one structure is performing many function. Okay, if one structure is performing many function, now the time will come when different function will be performed by different you can say structures. Okay, so here you will get different structure, different function. So now you have to coordinate them as well. Okay, you have to integrate them as well. Okay, so here when we are saying SDGs, we are basically combining those efforts, and this is something that you have to remember. Okay, and apart from that, Follett, I have already told you that he was talking about two coordination schemes. One is self coordination. Planning can be done by two schemes: scheme of self coordination and scheme of self adjustment. So you can understand that here we are coordinating, and apart from that, you can also relate this coordination with your thinker called Chester Bernard. So Chester Bernard is another thinker. Okay, so link Bernard as well. So Bernard, he was talking about organization. If you look at the theory of Chester Bernard, according to him, organization is nothing but the system of human cooperation. So we are basically creating cooperation, we are basically creating international cooperation at our decentralized level, at the local level, at the you can say gram level, okay, village level. I hope you are getting this thing. So this is how you have to relate this Rashtriya Gram Swaraj this Abhiyan. Okay, I hope you are getting that how we are evolving our system from the international perspective. We are linking this SDG at the local perspective. I hope you are very clear with this particular thing, and obviously you can link participation as well, because participation is something you can link the quote of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir as well. He was of the view, this was the quote that you have got in your UPSC civil services essay as well. Okay, so if you are changing you can say one people, and this if you are changing your family, then society, then the nation will be changed, and at the international level things will be changed. So here you can see that we are starting from the local level. Okay, so here you also use Gandhiji's concentric circle model. Okay, so initiative should start from the you can say base itself. Okay, I hope you are getting all the perspectives with respect to this particular Rashtriya Gram Swaraj Abhiyan. Okay, and you can link this with every aspect wherever you find this keyword called coordination, be it the coordination between prime minister and president, be it the coordination between executive branch of the government and the legislature branch of the government, be it executive, judiciary, whatever comes the way. Don't take my lessons and my videos just like okay, Rashtriya Gram Swaraj Abhiyan, I will link coordination and these four thinkers with Rashtriya Gram Swaraj Abhiyan. Don't do it, because I am not here for the lifetime. Okay, I am here for some lectures, 10 lectures, 20 lectures, that's it. Okay, don't use like this. Use this initiative to become empowered, that yes, if I would not continue this particular series, you should have this confidence that okay, coordination is something where I have four thinkers, I will link these thinkers wherever I got the opportunity. Okay, utilize those opportunities. Okay, now let's move on to the other features of this particular scheme. Other features are not that relevant. The most important thing is something that you have to understand. Other things are basically relevant for your prelims examination itself. So I hope you are getting this thing, but for the kind of you can say formality, let's read out the things and let's link some other aspects as well. Okay, so you can just have the idea that what is this scheme all about. Okay, so I hope you are getting this thing, and apart from that, let's move on to the next perspective over here. So 1 second guys. Okay, so objective are very clear, and apart from that, scheme will be extended to all the state UTs. Okay, relevant for your prelims itself, not for your mains. And apart from that, scheme has two components. One is central component and the another component is your state component. Central component, as you can see over here, it is talking about plan and technical assistance and all these things. Okay, so these things are very relevant for your prelims. Okay, not for your mains. You can just read out the things from here itself. Okay, the basic thing I have already told you, and apart from that, the next important thing. Okay, there is nothing you can say very great in this otherwise. Okay, I hope you are getting it, and I hope you will not criticize me for not reading out the things. Okay, because reading out is something that you can also do. Okay, the analysis part is my responsibility. Okay, now the second scheme, e-Panchayat mission. Okay, now what you can do, you have to link E is given here. So whenever you get this keyword E, link it with your e-governance. Okay, you must be knowing about this thing. Link it with e-governance and try to link with the context in which you are talking about this E. Okay, so whenever you are talking about this particular you can say e-governance sort of thing, so try to link it with those things, those ideas, those fact and analysis and all those globalization and all those decision making perspective, that it becomes easier for the leaders to basically take the decision. Okay, so all these things are actually relevant and you can basically use it. Okay, so e-governance is something where it can be used. Okay, so e-Panchayat mission mode project, e-Panchayat mission mode project, so it is one of the mission mode project. Okay, so e-Panchayat mission mode project, remember this thing. And apart from that, one of the mission mode project under Digital India mission. Okay, Digital India mission, Digital India program, you must be knowing about this thing, that this Digital India is nothing but it comes under your Ministry of this Electronics and IT, that is MIghty. And apart from that, various application developed under this particular thing, e-Panchayat mission mode project. So this is very important, so let's cover those missions. Okay, these missions are very important for your prelims examination, but for your mains also you can use these things in your examples. Okay, that for example, let's say, let me give you the context where you can use these things in your answer writings for your public administration. Okay, for example, just try to remember, we have Priya Soft. Okay, PRIA soft. Okay, so whenever you get this keyword soft basically means soft copy. Okay, you must be knowing about hard copy and soft copy. So soft basically means soft copy, which basically means that there will be a kind of you can say automatically generated and something sort of this thing. Okay, so here you can see details, capture, receipt and expenditure, all these things will be automatically generated. So here you can see the kind of automation, and automation is something that you can relate with the soft. Okay, then we have Plan Plus. Plan Plus basically facilitates strengthening of participative decentralized planning. ठीक है, so here what you have to understand, we will cover this thing in a short while. We will cover GPDP. GPDP basically means Gram Panchayat Development Plan. So for this particular plan we have to follow certain, you can say we can use this Plan Plus. Okay, I hope you are getting. So GPDP is basically, let me just give you a simple logic. Here we have Sabki Yojana Sabka Vikas, means you can understand that people will basically, this is a kind of participatory model. Okay, Sabki Yojana basically means that from bottom to top Yojana will be formed, means policy will be formed from bottom to top. Okay, I hope you are getting. So that's why here you need certain platform, and this Plan Plus is the platform that will facilitates or that basically strengthen this particular participation, because for Sabki Yojana Sabka Vikas you have to form the Sabki Yojana, and if you want to incorporate everyone in your planning, in your planning process, in your policy formulation process, then you have to incorporate them. Okay, that's why Plan Plus. Okay, and you can link your public administration as well. This is opposite to Elite Mass Model. Okay, Elite Mass Model, what is this Elite Mass Model is all about? Elite Mass Model basically says that there is a kind of section in the society which is elite, and we have mass as well. So basically elite will form the policy and for the mass. Okay, you must be knowing about this entire ideology of elite mass. Similarly, this elite mass model can be basically equated with your institutional model. So here elite can be equated with institutions. Okay, in institutional model also you will get this thing itself, that institutions are there. For example, legislature is there, executive is there, judiciary is there. They will form the policy and you have to follow those policy. Again, the kind of top down approach is there. Okay, I hope you are getting this thing. So this is Plan Plus model. So Plan Plus model will bring a kind of, you can say, participation of the individual. So participation, whenever the participation comes in your way, when it comes to public administration, link with all the thinkers like Follett was there. He was talking about participatory democracy. Public choice approach was talking about such kind of approach. We have System 4 by Francis Likert. We have you can say we have another thinkers like Chris Argyris was talking about matrix organization. We have Theory Y of Douglas MacGregor. We have the another ideas like you can say we can have the another thinkers as well. Okay, I hope you are getting. So try to link with them. So that's why you can just use this Plan Plus. Okay, now whenever you get this opportunity to write about participation, you can mention Gram Panchayat Development Plan and the relevant Plan Plus platform of the government of India. Okay, so use these things. People often ask me that how we can link current affairs. So do this thing. Okay, it is very simple, I would say. Okay, I hope you are getting this thing. The next thing is National Panchayat Portal. So National Panchayat Portal is a kind of website for each panchayat, that is Gram Panchayat, Block Panchayat, Jila Panchayat, okay, Jila Panchayat, Gram Panchayat, whatever the panchayats are there, to share information in public domain. So now information is something, information sharing. What is this? Information sharing is caring. Okay, so try to understand the things. If you have the information, and if you have the correct information, I am not talking about fake news over here. Okay, if you just search fake news for public administration, okay, you will get one of my videos in which I have linked this fake news with your public administration thinkers as well. So if you link information is something that is very important, and information is something that provides fact to your decision. Okay, I hope you are getting. Fact is something which can be linked with your fact value dichotomy of public administration. You can only take good decisions if you are thorough with the facts and figure. then only you can basically do the cost benefit analysis. For example, if you are studying your ancient history and modern history, you know about this thing that as per the UPSC, as per the fact and figures of the UPSC previous year question, ancient history and medieval history are not that important as compared to modern Indian history. This fact will help you to take the decision to basically go for modern Indian history rather than ancient and medieval history, where you will get many facts, but as per the UPSC previous year question fact, these facts are not important. Okay, cost benefit analysis is not there. Okay, I hope you are getting. Similarly here also, if you would have this kind of idea that what this portal will say, this portal will tell you all the information, so sharing is caring. Okay, so that's why. So Simon ideology of fact value dichotomy, that yes, something sort of fact is important when it comes to decision making. Okay, so he talks about two premises, fact premises and value premises, and fact premises is something that you can link with Herbert Simon, and it is very relevant for your decision making process. Apart from that, Follett was talking about situational leadership. How can you follow the idea of situational leadership? You can only follow this idea of leadership in general when you have the facts in your mind. Okay, you cannot become leader if you do not have the facts in your mind. Okay, for example, in your UPSC civil services examination interview, you cannot show your leadership skills if you do not have the facts in your mind. Okay, for example, let's say interview panel is asking you that basically let's say they are asking you that what are the loopholes in our you can say in our parliament. Okay, so you cannot show your leadership skill as a bureaucrat if you don't know that 43% of the of the member of the parliament are criminals. Okay, this is the real fact. 43% of the individuals in the parliament are, you can say, these MPs are they have the criminal charges. Okay, so I hope you are getting. If you are thorough with the facts, then only you can show your leadership skills, then only you can show your decision making skill, then only you can communicate, then only you can show this word that what you are made up of. Okay, I hope you are getting. I hope you are feeling the thing. Okay, this is not about that. Okay, you have to remember, try to understand. If you have National Panchayat portal, if you have all the facts in front of you, you feel empowered. This is empowerment that we are talking about. This is the empowerment, this is the decentralization, this is something where institutional model, this is something where beagle factor will not be there. This is something which is very important. Okay, this was the idea of Gram Swaraj, that people should take the decisions, and they can only take the decision if they would have the idea of, you can say, an information. Okay, I hope you are getting. And in the upcoming in the upcoming other schemes also, I will link this particular National Panchayat portal and this information with the other thinkers. Okay, so try to understand this thing, and I hope you are getting. And public policy formulation and all those things, so you can just understand information is very important. Okay, ultimately it's all about information. Link it with decision making, leadership, whatever. Okay, I hope you are getting this particular aspect as well. The another one is local government directory. Okay, so it basically captures all the details of local government and assign unique code. Okay, so encryption is something that is here. Encryption is important. Why encryption is important? It is a kind of, you can say, administrative secrecy that is important. Okay, so local governance directory code is there, and the kind of, you can say, digital governance idea and something sort of that thing you can just understand over here. Okay, and apart from that, let's read out other mission as well. So the basic motive is not about reading the things, then just try to link with the thinkers. Okay, apart from that, action soft, again soft is here. So soft basically means the kind of, you can say, digitalization. So facilitates proper recording of financial and physical progress of the work. Okay, so here we are not talking about Panchayati Raj and this institution soft, we are talking about what are the actions. Okay, so here it will facilitate the recording of financial and physical progress. Okay, so I hope you are getting. So financial and physical progress, what is going on in the ground level. Okay, this is not about you can say programmed decision, this is not about just following the rules and all, what is actually happening at the ground level. Okay, so I hope you are getting the real implementation of public policy. Okay, so implementation is something that will be highlighted over here in this action soft. Okay, and apart from that, national asset directory, so this will be a directory that will capture the assets created. Okay, here we will only have the financial and physical progress, here we will have the creation, this directory of assets. Okay, that for example this school have been formed, for example this road have been formed, for example this you can say this water well have been formed, whatever, irrigation facility, whatever. So it will basically avoid the duplication of work. Okay, so I hope you are getting, it will avoid, it will help us to avoid the duplication of the work. So you can relate it with the effectiveness, efficiency and economy, efficiency, effectiveness of Woodrow Wilson. Wilson was of the view that that economy, efficiency, effectiveness should be there. So if you would be able to avoid the duplication, you would be able to bring economy, efficiency and effectiveness in the system per se. Okay, and apart from that, the next important thing is the area profiler. So it will capture the geographical, you can say, idea of that particular area. Okay, so let me link this particular thing as well. So geographical idea is very important, so you can just understand that area profiler is not about project that what you are doing, it basically captures this geographic, demographic and infrastructure and socio-economic and natural resources profile. Okay, for example, if I am living over here, what are the different, you can say, characteristic of this region. Okay, so for example we have this one district one product program as well. Okay, in our ministry of in our agricultural perspective, we talked about these kind of ideas. Okay, that for every district we will follow one product. Okay, we will improve one product. Okay, so such kind of things can be possible only if you have the geographic, demographic and all these things, all these data, again information, and this will help you to take the decision, this will help you to enhance your leadership skill, decision making skills, and all these fact analysis, value fact dichotomy and all those thinkers you can again relate over here. Okay, I hope you are getting, and I hope you are enjoying this thing, that how easy it is. Okay, it seems difficult but it is very easy. I hope you are getting this thing. And apart from that, service plan. So service plan is all about dynamic metadata based service delivery. So here you can see the kind of doorstep delivery and all those things. And then we have the training management portal. So training management is just to train portal to basically address the training needs. So training is something that again you can relate with different thinkers. Okay, so you must be knowing about this thing. If you are not knowing about this thing, let me help you out over here again. So training is something where you can relate the training with the different administrative thinkers. For example, in your public personal administration, you have different thinkers. Okay, so training management portal, let's understand training. How can you link this training? Okay, so training, we have training. Now Kautilya was basically not talking about this thing, so you can just ignore him. So Fayol is there. So Fayol was talking about this thing, that training is something that is continuous process. Okay, if you read out training, if you read about Henry Fayol was the pioneer in suggesting this thing. Okay, try to remember this thing for your examination, that Henry Fayol was the pioneer with respect to training. He was basically of the view, he basically criticizes all the civil engineering colleges that they are not providing training. They are only providing that, okay, this is strength of material, this is, you can say, let's say this is strength of material, this is the, you can say, this idea, this particular effective measurement of the material, this is length of shaft, this is something, that is something. Okay, something sort of technical perspective. They are not talking about training. Okay, they are not talking about administration, they are not talking about these things. Okay, so that's why the problem was there. So he criticizes this civil engineering college. Who criticizes? Henry Fayol. So that's why you can relate Henry Fayol. First of all, training is something which is important, and Henry Fayol was of the view that training is the continuous process and it should start from your school till your, you can say, job. And here also we are talking about training, because training is something that is very important, and you can relate this with your public administration other perspective. For example, we have foundation training at Labasna, we have mid service training, and different trainings are there. For understanding training, you can refer to my free lessons at Unacademy, and there are 500 lessons, around 250 plus lessons are available for the crash course, and other lessons are also available in Hindi as well as in English, so you can refer to my profile. Okay, so this is there. And apart from that, we have other thinkers like Taylor. Taylor was of the view that give training so that the people can perform the motion and standardized tool and material. Okay, so if you read Taylor in a very detailed manner, you will get that he was talking about motion study. What is this motion study? If you are not knowing about this thing, I basically urge you, please go to my Unacademy free platform profile. In freely you will get these lessons. Okay, try to understand this thing. These are not paid courses, you can just go and just listen to them. Okay, so now motion study basically means, let's say I am doing something over here. Let's say this is a conveyor belt, okay, and I am here. Okay, this is, let's say this is a scale, and I am here. This is machine 1, this is machine 2, then machine 3. Okay, so I am here, then I will go here, and I will come here, and then I will move from this route to here. Okay, something sort of this thing. But motion study basically says that you can basically improve your efficiency, economy and effectiveness if you should perform motion in a very, you can say, in a just like a robot. You have to do the thing, just do the work here and just go there, do the work here, go here. Okay, don't do this all these gossiping and all. Okay, this is motion study. And how you can bring motion study? You can bring motion study by only by providing the kind of, you can say, you can do this motion study by train them. Okay, train the individual. Okay, otherwise they will go here. Okay, they will cover this area unnecessarily. Okay, so that's why give them training. Okay, give them training and give them this leadership, functional foremanship is something that he was talking about. All those things are there, so provide them this thing, provide training and all, so that they can perform the task, and that's it. Cog in the machine model. Okay, I hope you are getting these keywords. If you are not getting, kindly refer to my free videos. Okay, the other important thing is the Simon was also talking about this thing, that training basically provides fact. Again, you can say that if you have training, you can have the fact of the things. You will be able to perform the things in a very effective manner. So again, you can just understand. And apart from that, Follett was also talking about this thing, that training, basically she was talking about training, that in the absence of training, what happen is integration becomes difficult. Okay, I hope you are getting. When it comes to conflicts, he was talking about compromise and all those domination and integration. And while talking about integration, she was of the view that integration becomes difficult because of lack of training. So training is something that is very necessary. And apart from that, Argyris was talking about sensitivity training, and Likert was saying that system 4 is also a kind of training. For participation also, you need certain training perspective, and this was the idea of Francis Likert as well. And then you can link this thing with your you can say McGregor's training is very different. McGregor's training was a kind of training where he was saying learning by experience. Okay, learning by experience. Okay, and learning by experience is something that we are following at the group C and group D perspective per se. You can link this thing with your group D per se, because what happened, group D, like drivers, and driver is not that, you can say, learned by experience, but for other things, for example, peon is there, for example, clerk is there, okay, whatever the lower positions are there, peon, etc. So they are not there is no training. Okay, there is no training as such. Okay, for example, in your constable system as well. Okay, constable in police administration also, constables are there. The on the name of training, they are only running. Okay, training is equal to running. For them, training is equal to running. Okay, and medical and all. Okay, nothing more than that. Okay, nothing like leadership, nothing like they are not being trained insofar as the cutting edge functionary perspective is concerned. Okay, they are the cutting edge functionaries, but they are not being trained. Cutting edge functionaries basically means the person who will deal with the public directly. Okay, so I hope you are getting. So they are not being trained. There is only similarly a simple concept, learn by experience. Okay, whatever you are going to do, let's say a constable is there who is basically writing the FIRs and all. Okay, no training at all. Okay, just sit there, people will come, try to talk to them, and that's it. Okay, no communication training, though no management course, nothing sort of that thing, so you can just understand McGregor. Okay, so that's why we need such kind of training management portal and whatever comes our way, and all these things you have to remember. Okay, and Drucker, Peter Drucker was also talking about training. Okay, Peter Drucker. Okay, one more thinker, last but not the least, Peter Drucker was also of the view that managers are not born, they are made. Okay, for example, we have this thing that leaders are born. Okay, for example, we have different you can say hereditary leaders. Okay, for example, we have, I'm just taking these names just to explain the things. For example, we have Rahul Gandhi, we have Akhilesh Yadav. Okay, all these leaders are there, and we are basically considering that leaders are born. Okay, वो तो पहले जैसे वो they are born as a leader. Okay, so Peter Drucker was of the view that leaders are not born, leaders can be made. Okay, leaders can be made by the training. Okay, so for example, after your IAS selection, after the recommendation of your name to the Department of Personnel and Training, you will go for training, and in training in Labasna you will be trained. Okay, so the leadership qualities will be, you can say, developed. Okay, this is not like that I belong to the family where leaders are born. Okay, something sort of thing is not present here. Okay, I hope you are getting. So this traditional leadership something sort of thing can be you can say can be resolved. This issue can be resolved like this. Okay, so I hope you are getting this training, and how training management portal, how you can use this training management portal in your examples. Okay, there are many things. For example, recently in the month of June, there was the current affairs in your environment portion that government is basically providing this certification, this smart climate certification, something sort of that thing. Okay, so this National Institute of Rural Development and something sort of that thing was basically the agency that will provide the kind of certification. You can just read out this thing in your month of June. Okay, so I'm unable to recall that particular thing properly, so just try to understand certification. Okay, similarly we have Ministry of Skill Development, they are working on this thing. Similarly, recently we have this cabinet committee on this skill and employment. All these things are going on. Why? Just to provide training. Pradhan Mantri Kausal Vikas Yojana. Why all these things? Training, skill development, so that people can work, so that people can do the things at the ground level. This ITI sort of thing, everything is based on training. Training is something that is very necessary, and training is something that you can see over here as well under the training management portal. Okay, in our COVID-19 efforts also we are providing the training. In our when it comes to social audit also, in social audit we have the idea of, if you analyze social audit, you have village level workers and not village level, these you can say individuals are there who are being trained that how they can perform the social audit. So all these things, right from the top to bottom, from you can say pillar to scratch, from post to pillar, everything is linked with training. Try to link these things with your administrative thinkers. I have given you number of thinkers. Try to link, try to understand, try to get the good marks in your public administration optional by using these examples and by using these concepts that are not being given in your normal books. Okay, and apart from that, the last one, social audit. Social audit is basically to understand the things, verify the work. Social audit basically means it is a kind of, you can say, fact check. Okay, for example, for fake news you have different news sources that we will expose the fake news and all. Similarly, fake news, this particular thing is all about, social audit is all about you can say the kind of audit. Okay, the kind of checking that, let's say here it is written that we have made one road, so try to understand the fact check that whether road is actually there. Okay, this is something, this is the first aspect of social audit. And before checking the actual road, we have to understand that whether this road formation is there in the record, what is the cost of that particular thing. Okay, so all these things are social audit. Social audit is nothing but the kind of you can say fact check, and the kind of, you can say, the kind of analysis, the kind of, you can say, vigilantism. Okay, I hope you are getting this thing. So different things are going on under social audit. If you read the Hindu on the daily basis, you will get to know that scams are being exposed because of this social audit itself. And this social audit is one of the statutory part of your MG Narega. Okay, MG Narega, the flagship scheme of government of India. अरे वही वाली 100 days work वाली. So in that particular scheme there is a statutory requirement of social audit. Similarly, social audit is being performed by different states. Okay, for example, Meghalaya comes up with this particular social audit law in some time before. And apart from that, we have other you can say ideas. For example, in Pradhan Mantri, this Awas Yojana also, Awas Yojana, Gramin, Urban, whatever, in these also social audit is being done. Okay, so social audit is one of the important tool insofar as the participation and insofar as the efficiency, economic effectiveness is concerned. So again you can relate with this participation and other perspective that I keep on sharing with you. Okay, so these are the 10 things under National E-Panchayat Mission Mode project. So we have covered restructured Gram Swaraj Abhiyan. We have covered this thing with a very detailed analysis of coordination and cooperation with your DPSP and public administration thinkers. And we have covered E-Panchayat Mission Mode project in a very detailed and holistic manner. Whatever I can do, I have done this, and I hope I have done the justice with this particular analysis. This is it for the day. 2 schemes are left. One is GPDP, that is Gram Panchayat Development Plan, and another is Gram Swaraj Abhiyan, along with extension of Gram Swaraj Abhiyan. Okay, so these are similar ideas, and these are the things that we will cover in the next lesson. And I will also incorporate the idea of you can say 2019 this Gram Panchayat Day, that is on 24th April 24th April 2020, our Honorable Prime Minister have launched this e-Gram Swaraj mobile application and all. So we will cover those things as well. These things are not given in this particular PDF, but we will cover them, and you can download this PDF, and you can basically also subscribe to my Telegram group for answer writing practice. People are writing the answers on daily basis. So PubEdpedia official, just search this thing, PubEdpedia official, on your Telegram, and the link for the same is being given in the description box. And you can follow me on Unacademy for awesome lessons on all these public administration things. Okay, thank you so much and have a nice day. This is it for the day. Bye bye, and take care from COVID-19. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.